Hello everyone. Hello Nighty Night. How are you? Nighty Night says, Roma Surrectum with 50 factions, boys. Well, maybe someone will remake it because, like I said in the last video, Roma Surrectum would require a full remake because it's not mod foldered. Right, so there are some mods like Darth Mod and what's the other one? Yeah, Darth Mod, SPQR, Roma Surrectum. Those mods are not mod foldered, and I highly doubt those will be easy port jobs. Those would need to be fully remade, making the process much more difficult. Hello, Heracles. Good to see you. Are you watching from Mount Olympus? Hello, Daniel. Good to see you. Hello, Rakunis Yorios. How are you? Daniel says, will the remaster be able to mod 50 factions in? So during the Feral Interactive question and answer session, they stated that they will be lifting the faction cap. So of course, lift could mean two things, and I think they chose their words carefully. Lift can mean increase, but it can also mean completely removed, like they completely removed the hard-coded limits, so people can push the game as far as they want, right? So we don't know how many factions exactly are going to be possible, but they could have even lifted the faction cap completely, as far as we know. BLCKE7, hello. So BLCKE7 says, all the old mods will be amazing, but imagine what new, even better mods we could get. Yeah, that's a big thing because, the old mods were designed with the limitations of the original Rome Total War in mind. And if a lot of those limitations have been removed, then I think we could see mods that are designed completely differently without those limitations in mind, right? So we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see on that front. Now, what's the next question? Rakuni says, oh, congrats on the 3K. Thank you very much, Rakuni. So, of course, a couple days ago, I reached 3,000 subscribers. So thank you all for helping me reach 3,000 subscribers. It's really amazing. I didn't know I would be able to reach that number. But yeah, I was able to get there. Of course, just a disclaimer, I'm not streaming Rome Total War Remastered. I won't have access until April 12th, unfortunately. So yeah. Okay, next question. The Medjay of Fayum. Hello, good to see you. Aline Yulian, good to see you. The Medjay of Fayum says, does this mod have custom settlements? Yes, indeed. So in Western, Central, and Northern Europe, there are unique types of castles, right? So there are donjons, there are moat and baileys, and there are regular castles, right? So yes, they are custom on the campaign map as well as on the battle map, Medjay of Fayum. Rakuni says, how did you get so many subs in 2 days? Well, you know, I have a lot of videos about about Rome Total War mods, right? So that would explain why I've been able to get so many subscribers in a couple days, because, you know, they announced the remaster just a couple days ago. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Daniel says, any news on settlement caps? So what Daniel is referring to is on the campaign map of Rome Total War, you were limited in how many settlements, how many regions you could have. So every mod or every map was limited to 200 regions, with the sea counting as one separate region. So that's why that was one of the limitations that people were upset about. And they said that they have lifted the cap. So yeah, settlement caps have been lifted. So whether that means increased or whether that means there is no limitation, it's not clear. Blaster, hello Blaster. Blaster says, Marcus, hello, good evening. Blaster says, what are some minor states or kingdoms you would like to see in Rome Remastered mods? Love the content, Gudea. Well, thank you very much. You're welcome. Minor states I would like to see in Rome Remastered mods. So in, let's say it's just a mod that uses the vanilla map and just add some factions. Let's say it's a mod like that. I would like to see perhaps Illyria, and then perhaps separate Greek factions is something I would like to see, because I don't like that the Greek cities includes Pergamum, Syracuse, Sparta. It's very strange to me. It's always been a strange faction. I'd rather that be reduced down to the League of Sparta, Athens, and Rhodes, like it's done in mods like Europa Barbarorum. I'd like to see that, and then maybe Syracuse separately, Pergamum separately. Galatia would be a good option. Cappadocia would be an interesting option. It depends. But of course, if it's a bigger map, then I would like to see some more factions like Colchis. Yeah, Colchis. Who else? Yeah, you get the gist of it. So one of the reasons why I wanted to play as the Italians today, as the Pisans, is because the Pisans have access to some better archers. So when I was playing as France last time, one of the weaknesses you saw was that the archers they get are very basic, right? So the English have better archers, and the Pisans have better archers too. So we've got access to Pisan sailors, who are also fairly decent in melee, right? But then you have the Italian crossbowmen, who are a lot more expensive, but they're crossbowmen, so their missile attack is much higher, 9. And you saw the regular archers have a missile attack of 1 or 2. So yeah, the Pisan archers are much better. So you know what? I'm gonna train some... I have access to very basic crossbowmen, which are still not bad, really. So you know what? I'm actually gonna save my money. I'm gonna focus on building up here a little bit. And then I'll figure out, I'll try to organize another crusading force, because everyone remembers I wanted to show off some of the crusade mechanics last time. And of course my army was absolutely destroyed in a battle near Tripoli. So that was upsetting. In any case, I'm gonna build an army up here in the north. So yeah, the Italian city militia is good. The crossbowmen are good. I'm going to take them. And some contado militia. And Goffredo will lead the army. Okay, now let's, since this is a discussion stream, let's go back to the chat. So BLCKE7 says, I feel that there has to be some upper limit to factions, but it could be very high. Yeah, you know, it might just be, if they have completely removed the limit, then modders will just have to test what those technical limits are, right? So, yeah, we don't know. We don't know yet. They were very careful in their wording, so we don't know. Where am I in the chat? Sorry, I just lost my place in the chat. Okay, there we go. Roman Empire can finally meet the Han Empire. Dude, maybe, I guess. I guess. You know, there was a giant map mod for Medieval 2. What was it called? Era's Total Conquest. I still haven't had a chance to play it, but yeah, that was like a whole world map, I think. Isvik Snake says, hey Gudea, the remaster looks awesome. Hopefully we'll get a new and improved version of Europa Barbarorum. Yeah, that would be nice. Perhaps, you know, it would have to be completely remade. I think, you know, the EB team made a statement that they won't be porting EB to Rome Remastered. But, you know, after all of the good modding news, I wonder if they might change their mind. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Arshak the First says hello. Well, hello, Arshak. Robbie 1908 says, hi, everyone. Is that your birthday, Robbie? Or is that your birth year? 1908? Okay. Goodman 4 says hello. Hello, Goodman. Celestial says, will this be available offline on a CD? Oh, you mean on a separate video? Yeah, this stream will be available after I'm done. Daniel says, Cappadocia is also a very underrated faction, especially in Rome too. Yeah, you know, Cappadocia is playable in Ancient Empires for Attila, but I don't know if it's playable in Rome, in Divide et Impera. It's definitely not playable in Vanilla Rome 2, that's for sure. But yeah, I see your point. Cappadocia, of course, was a very, you know, important regional power. So it's disappointing that, you know, there was at least like Cappadocian cavalry in Vanilla Rome Total War. So it was disappointing to see that they didn't even have that in Rome 2, right? Like at least Cappadocian Cav or some type of regional unit, right? So I see your point. I definitely do. Someone a couple streams ago was asking if I'm from Pisa. Even though I'm playing Pisa here and I talk about Pisa in a whole bunch of videos, I'm not from there. My accent would be a little different. Marco says, hey Gudea, hello Marco. Good to see you. The Medjay of Fayum says, Gudea, faction limits are removed for the modding limitations. Does this mean we'll see mods covering a map with no rebel factions and instead something similar to Rome 2? You know, I think there could be such a thing as too many factions added, because after all, it is based on the same engine as the original Rome Total War. So we don't know exactly how far we'll be able to push that engine, right? Even the remastered one. So I think if there is no limitation at all, I don't think we'll see maps with no rebel provinces at all. But we could see mods that push that boundary, definitely. But I don't know. Medjay of Fayum says Arabian tribes need to be added. So perhaps Nabatea could be added. Why not? 555 Rock says lots of Indian factions can get put in too. So yeah, that's another thing with if the limitations are removed. And the other thing is actually during the Q&A, I asked a question about cultures and religions, right? Like in Barbarian Invasion. And if those limitations were also removed or changed, and unfortunately that question did not get an answer. So we'll have to see. I don't know. It's possible they missed that question because they did get quite a few questions. We just have to see. So let me get some of these troops off of Corsica and Sardinia. Yeah, get these troops to join the main army. Make sure Cagliari is not making people mad with a strange tax policy. Okay. Okay, now Medjay of Fayum says, what is Durazzo? Durazzo is Dyrrachium. It's Italian for Dyrrachium. So that Durazzo would be about here in this location. Yeah, I can actually toggle the Fog of War right now and show you where Durazzo is. Here it is, Dyrrachion. I hope that answers your question. Okay. Crow Berserker says, are you a doctor of history or plan to be? I plan to be. I'm working on it. That's all I can say. So let's attack Genoa. That'll improve our economy. Okay, let me check the chat again. As an Italian faction, shouldn't you be able to recruit English mercenaries? Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see what mercenaries I can recruit. Nope, just mercenary crossbowmen. Okay, let me, I've lost my place in the chat again. Okay. Wow, 60 people watching the stream. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hold on. Okay, Daniel says, Gudea, to what extent do you think natural barriers should constrict the ability to expand? For example, historically, Germania was quite hard to conquer due to the river Rhine. I agree, but unfortunately, I think for the gameplay that they're going for in vanilla, I don't think they would restrict something like that. You know what I mean? I just don't think they would do that. Like, for example, the Caucasus mountain range should be more difficult to traverse, right? But there are so many passes in the game, right, for the Scythians to just go down through. So, you know, some of those things are just also gameplay considerations, right? So a lot of the time there's nothing we can do about that. Bezjan Behrami says, hey, long time no see. Hello, Bezjan. Yeah, long time no see. Ahowl11 says, hey man, hope you are well. Here to chat for a bit. Hello, Ahowl11. So everyone, Ahowl11 is the person in charge of the Rome Total Realism project series of mods right now. I believe he's been in charge since 2013, if I'm not mistaken. And Ahowl has announced that there will be a version of Rome Total Realism for Rome Total War Remastered. So if you have any questions for Ahowl, Ahowl11, then please, you can ask him in the chat here. Because, yeah, I believe that is the first mod to be announced for Rome Total War Remastered. So it's not going to be a port of an old Rome Total Realism mod. It's going to be a brand new version. Nighty Night says, nah, the release of Rome Remaster will be Steam only. Yeah, it's going to be Steam only, I believe. Perhaps they'll put it on the Epic Game Store too. Who knows? Medjay of Fayum says, I believe you are Armenian, Gudea. I'm Sumerian. I'm a Sumerian king. Kaiser says, not playing as the Holy Roman Empire? Shame. Well, I don't know. I always, for medieval era, I always play as an Italian faction or as an Orthodox faction or as Aragon. I don't like Castile. I like Aragon. But yeah, I don't know why. I just like playing as Italians, like Pisa. I love Pisa. But again, I'm not from there. Okay, let me take a look at the chat again. Not Even Clown says, Gudea, you are the best. Well, thank you, Not Even Clown. I don't think you're a clown. You're not even a clown. The Medjay of Fayum says, a question, Gudea. Sorry, chat, if I'm spamming. Number 1, would Alexander Remaster mean a remake of the Alexander map because it needed to be improved? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You know, they've been very tight-lipped about Barbarian Invasion and Alexander. So I don't know. We don't know yet on that front. I'd like to see my crossbowman fire. Okay, where am I? Jackson Perez says, howdy. Hello, Jackson Perez. How are you? Marco says, I'm no longer friends of Medieval 2. Rome 1 is my friend now. Okay. Alejandro says, I want to be a historian one day. Any tips? Getting a... Do you have a degree in history? That would help. Perhaps What kind of a historian would you like to be? Ancient, medieval? Then I can at least give university recommendations. Igor Che81 says, read books, Alejandro. That would help too, yes. 555 Rock says, I think for the Diadochi factions, India and China would add quite a bit of flavor. Bactria fought a war against China for horses. Actually, that was technically Daiyuan, which was like a kingdom based in Alexandria Escate in the Fergana Valley. It's not clear if that's part of the Bactrian kingdom or not. It's possible, because, our sources are sketchy for that, so, it's possible. But of course, I'm a Mesopotamianist, so I'm not a specialist in that. It's so hard to read the chat and battle at the same time, but it's fun. It's a good challenge. Okay. So they have some Lombard knights here, unfortunately. Okay. Marco says, Alejandro, be a Chad. When did the term Chad become coined? Because I think I missed the boat on that. Okay, I wanted to feign a charge. There, okay. So the enemy is... not coming forward on the right flank. So I'm going to charge in there, and I'm going to hit their flank there, and I'm going to charge at the city militia there, and then bring my knights to the flank. And my city militia is fighting in the center, so hopefully they can hold off these Lombard knights while I maneuver with my household knights. Okay, so let's have the Count, or the Duke of Pisa, charge this Italian city militia from the flank, and let's watch it. And we got him. Very nice indeed. So reserve knights, go charge those guys in the center. Okay, let me just read the chat quickly here. Meje Ioannis 117 says hello. Hello, Ioannis. Good to see you. Gogiman says hi, what's poppin'? Hello, Gogiman. What's poppin' is a Chivalry Total War. I felt nostalgic, that's why I'm playing Chivalry. It's a very nostalgic experience for me. Okay, hit this city militia from the flank and they might break. No, you guys come back. Oh, did we get their general? No, we got a captain. Okay, we've got to get that enemy household knights there. Because if I'm not mistaken, those guys are pretty tough. He's got a lot of command stars. Okay, so where was I? Sorry, I missed some of the chat here. Stellar says, I hope Rome Remaster brings Pikmin Total War. Stellar, there's never going to be a Pikmin Total War. I don't know how else to break it to you. You know, there is Hyrule Total War for Medieval 2. That's going to be the closest you're going to get to a Pikmin Total War. And there's probably not going to be Mushroom Kingdom Total War either, as much as we would like to see it. Super Mario Sunshine Total War, now that could happen. That would break the Total War community into 3 camps: fantasy, Nintendo, and historical. Can you imagine if a Total War game was a Nintendo Switch exclusive? Wow, 80 watchers on the stream. Thank you so much, guys. I know there's a lot of interest in Rome Total War Remaster, so yeah, there's a lot to discuss. There's a lot of hype, that's for sure. And I'm hyped too. I'm very happy. So we've crushed these guys, right? They've only got this general unit left, and that's it. Genoa's going down. Marco says, what's your favorite book? My favorite book? Heir to the Empire. The first book of the Thrawn trilogy. Davide Labarile says, I want to see full HD pajama warriors for the Parthians. Okay, don't worry. The Parthians are gonna look like they're dressed in pajamas. Don't worry. Everyone's favorite Iranian pajama warriors will be back. No doubt. Is their general gonna escape there? I have a feeling he's going to. The enemy Genovesi running for cover. MK says, are they adding matchlocks to Rome Total War Remastered? MK, that's a joke, right? Okay. Histo Guy says, being an ancient historian is funny, but prepared to be discriminated against by contemporary or modern age historians. There's no such thing as a modern age historian. Are you talking about journalists? That's not history, that's current events. Anything after 1453, that's current events. As a Mesopotamianist who studies, 4000 or 2000 BC, anything after 1453 is current events. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you for the super chat. BLCKE7, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Stellar says, I am Iranian and I have pajamas on me right now. Well, then so then they're being very historically accurate when they give the Iranians pink pajamas. Are your pajamas pink too? But like bright, Histo Guy says, in my case, I tried to go for a Hellenistic history, but the teachers at my university weren't interested in the history of Greece post-Peloponnesian War. Yeah, that stinks when historians are like, oh, I don't care about like something that happened 30 years after the time frame of the narrow thing I study, It's unfortunate that a lot of the old school kind of generalist historians are no longer as popular as they used to be, because I think it's more impressive to be a generalist and be able to do like comparative studies rather than to like delve into the, I don't know, the economics of like I don't know, farming under Ptolemy the Sixth, right? But then you don't know anything about Ptolemy the Fourth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they can take specialization a little too far. Salty says, I am a modder. I wish anyone asked if Rome Total War 1 models will be retro compatible with the remaster. I think you're going to have to run it through a tool or something. They're going to release mod tools for that as well. Okay, where am I? Ioani says, was disappointed that you didn't post an April Fool's video. I'm playing Rome Total War Remastered right now. April Fools? Did I fool you? There's my April Fool's video. Arif says, I hope Lord of the Rings mod come to remastered. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome because that mod, it suffers from some stability issues due to the troll model, I believe. So, if they were able to fix that by remaking the mod or porting it to the remaster, that would be amazing. There you have it. Sorry, fans from Genoa. But Pisa wins this time. Let's take a look at the stats. Everyone did great. Well, our Contado militia did great. Especially, everyone did great. Everyone was amazing. Return to Tradition says Stellar becomes Sunni. Are you trying to convert someone's religion in a YouTube live stream chat? That's interesting. Try not to do that in the chat. Okay. Dusk the Hunter says, Gudea, now that we're here, how can Romans and Seleucids deal with nomadic camps in Europa Barbarorum 2? Can't convert them nor make them disappear. No, you cannot convert them. And you can't make them disappear either. Only some factions can, like I believe Carthage, Cimmerian Bosporus, the nomadic factions, and I think one more, but I can't remember. Nabatea. Oh, King Lord 420, thanks so much for the super chat. This remaster looks so good, and if there's no unit limit for factions, imagine the possibilities in the mods. Yeah, definitely. That was one thing that they did not talk about in the Q&A was the unit limit. So, for example, Vanilla Rome Total War and Barbarian Invasion have a limit of 250 units for the whole game, right? Alexander bumped that limit to 500. So we don't know, are they going to at least bump the unit limit for Vanilla and for Barbarian Invasion to 500? Or if that limit is going to stay at 250, or if they've lifted the limit entirely. We just don't know. Hopefully we find out soon. But yes, thanks again for the super chat, King Lord. That's a good username, by the way, King Lord. I like it. Hello, Kurdish Nomad. Good to see you. Nighty Night says Rise of Islam mod potential went way up. Yeah, definitely. That would be a great mod to see. That would be interesting, that's for sure. Tax income bonus from the toll road building. Market centers would be good too. Seems like we don't have markets in Pisa. You know what? We need markets. I'm going to go for a market. I've got to bump up my economy as much as possible. In Ajaccio, I can't make safe port yet. Oh, but I can make town and market rights and bump up to a minor city there. Give him town and market rights. Okay, I'm going to do that. And Cagliari can't do that quite yet. Okay. Okay, good. So my Pisan sailors were done. I wish I ordered another group, but in any case, let's get Giordano to join the Crown Prince. Okay, now we've got another army. Oh, this is a bigger army. Lombard Knights, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Okay, let's do our best. Let's try to beat them. Return to tradition. Said, oh, sorry, I lost my place in the chat. Where was it? Return to tradition says, are you an actual ethnic Armenian or an American living in Armenia? I'm okay. So everyone, I am live streaming live from Armenia. And I am Armenian. So I hope that answers that. So you know what, let's put our crossbowmen a little bit up on the right here. I don't want them firing into the trees there. And let's keep these household knights in reserve. Okay, the Knights of Pisa. Oh, how nice would these guys look in HD? These guys are looking a little fuzzy there. Okay, let's put these guys on the right, and I'll flank from the right. And I'll wait for their Lombard Knights to charge in, and that's when I'll flank. Okay, now where was I in the chat? Marcus Aurelius says the question isn't whether Iranians wear pajamas, it is whether you wear them to battle. Stellar, do you wear those pajamas to battle? I don't know. Dusk the Hunter says the walking and running of the men and horses in this mod is crazy. Yeah, you know, I've noticed that. I don't think Chivalry changes the animations. Really? Or are they just going to charge their Lombard Knights in? Ah. Let's pull those crossbowmen back. Oh, wow. Our city militia absolutely shredded their Lombard Knights to pieces. That's awesome. We got every single Lombard Knight. That's awesome. That went better than I expected. Okay, so now they're down 1 unit of cavalry. Come on, crossbowmen, start firing. Okay, Stellar says, what are the system requirements for Rome Remastered? Now, that's a good question, because that was one question that they did not answer, unfortunately. So we don't know. We don't know yet. Kaiser says Armenia will rise again. Yes, indeed. Return to tradition says Ottomans shall rise again. Don't say stuff like that in my chat. Wow, a lot of people in the chat, almost 100. Wow, thank you. Thank you everyone for your support. I really appreciate it. This has been a very fun stream so far. Oh boy, they charged my knights while I was looking at the chat, the jerks. My newly adopted prince almost got knocked off there. Okay, that was a good charge. We've got to break their center here. Okay, we broke those guys. Let's keep charging at those guys. And let's bring the household knights to flank their city militia that's on the left flank there. Our king is fighting very hard. Okay, household knights. Charge this city militia. No, that charge was not very good. Push back, or run back. Okay, the enemy Lombard knights are going down. So let's pull back this cavalry. The faction heirs cavalry. Household knights, charge that city militia again. Crossbowmen, move forward. Did we get him? We got their captain, very good. Okay, those guys are routing, very nice. And they're routing from the center as well, which is very good news. Okay, Max Harrison said, "Whoa, Rome Remastered looks so great, can't wait for it. They even added Bohemians." Or Pisa, not Bohemia. Yeah, they added Pisa in Rome Remastered. April Fools. Sorry, I'm really bad at making April Fools jokes. Can you forgive me? Rostam says, Rome 1 or Medieval 2? This is a medieval era mod for Rome 1, so I'm confusing everybody today. But I really like this mod. Oh, my Contado militia got caught by their household knights. Okay. Flan says, yeah, trolls are infamously problematic for Lord of the Rings mods. Yeah, definitely. So perhaps in the remaster, they'll be able to add the Lord of the Rings monsters, you know, with more stability, right? We don't know. We just don't know yet. Oh, so the previous army was a Lombard army. So this is the Genoese army. Let's see our knights charge the Genoese knights. There we go. What if Gudea announced Medieval 2 remastered for April Fools? Well, you spoiled the joke, MK. You spoiled my whole idea. I'm just kidding, man. I didn't have anything planned for April Fools. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna beat these knights. Son of Sparta says, hi, Gudea. Hello, Son of Sparta. Stellar says, real players play Rome 1 OG, not remaster. Well, I mean, at least at the moment. Because no one has the remaster. Well, except for, like, some streamers or whatever. Kurdish Nomad says Star Wars mod will be ported. Yeah, that's going to be very cool. Okay, where am I in the chat? Sorry, I think I lost my place again. Flan says, I hope Wayne Riders comes to the remaster. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I've mentioned a few times that I really like 4th Age. I prefer it to 3rd Age. And the 3rd Age submods, it's very different from those Lord of the Rings mods. So yeah, 4th Age for Rome Remastered. I would be super excited for that. Oh, A. Howell says, Rome Total War, Barbarian Invasion, and Alexander had 500 units. The limit was unit models. And that was increased to 512 for Alex. So yeah, okay, that's what I meant. Yeah. Thanks for the assist there, A. Howell. Entertainment for the Dead said, the only mods I really want for the remaster are Roma Surrectum 3 and Invasio Barbarorum. I mean, that would be nice. Definitely. If at least they announced a new Invasio Barbarorum for the remaster, that would be very nice. 555 Rock says, Godzilla. Oh, Rakuni says, do you prefer King Kong or Godzilla? Godzilla all the way, man. You know what? In Godzilla versus King Kong, you know, they have this ambiguous ending where King Kong swims away and, you know, you don't know, did Godzilla lose? Did King Kong win? And then there's like no continuity with the next movie, the next Godzilla movie. So you know what? I like Godzilla. I'm a Godzilla fan. I've watched all the Godzilla movies. Godzilla versus Hedorah. Godzilla versus the Megalon. Godzilla versus what else does he fight? Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. Godzilla versus Monster Zero. I've seen all of those, man. I love Godzilla. Don't say anything bad about my lizard friend. Okay, where was I in the chat? Stellar says, Arshak, why do you have a green name? Oh, so Arshak is one of the channel members. He's one of the Eastern Infantry of the channel. So he, in the link in the description, there is a link where you can become a channel member and support the channel every month. And by becoming an Eastern Infantry member, you get a role on the Discord. We got the enemy general. He just catapulted off his horse. That's nice. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you get a role on the Discord, and you also get access to our hot seats that we do together. Me, hot seat master Danny Alex, the moderator of the Discord Chris T, and myself, and we all do Medieval 2 hot seats together. And who knows, maybe we'll do a Rome Remastered hot seat, depending on if modders are able to get hot seat up and running quickly. So yeah, that's why Arshak's name is green. Okay, sorry, I think I missed a whole bunch of stuff in the chat. Hello, Lord Blankensop. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm quickly moving here. I thought I missed a super chat. I guess I didn't. Okay, so let's go back to the end of the chat. Where am I? Rakuni says, Re mpro enai apla ena simp. Did you use the word simp in a Greek sentence written with Latin letters? That would be interesting. Nolze says, will the campaign map be able to be made bigger? As it seems like it's going to be so. Yes. Yes. And it seems like we'll be able to do even more with the campaign map than even original Rome Total War. Who are the biggest modders in the Total War historical sphere? Yeah, Gigantus, Macaniane, Haley Satanus, Da Vinci, Jam, Darth Vader, now retired. Who else? King Kong, not Godzilla. Maybe there is a modder named Godzilla, but I don't know him. Dresden. Dresden is very big. Developer of Constantine, Rise of Christianity, as well as Divide et Impera, as well as Fall of the Eagles for Attila. Rakuni says, Evala papaki shift kai tu kai egrapsa to anam onoma su. Did I read that correctly, Rakunis? I don't know modern Greek, so you'd have to help me out with the translation. We got Genoa, guys. That's nice, right? Wow, almost 90 people in the chat. That's so cool to see, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so we were able to get Genoa. That's going to be huge for our economy here. So let's go for land ownership there. And hopefully our economy, yeah, it's doing better. Let's make some more Pisan sailors because I like them. And Genoa has town and market rights, so that's good. Yeah, so let's build up a little bit, maybe take Milan, and then we'll build up our fleet and go on a crusade. Yeah, let's trade with the Holy Roman Empire. Map information, alliance. How about that? Map information? Hey, that's not nice. Okay, where? Stellar says, who made EB? EB was made by a large team, very large. I believe one of the leaders' names was Foot. Yeah, Foot. I don't remember the other guys. Dusk the Hunter says, if Alexander Total War doesn't get love, I hope that Barbarian Invasion will get some more. No, you know what? I think they will do something with Alexander. But we just don't know what yet. They've been very tight-lipped so far, I have to say. Yeah, we've got to retrain those Contado militiamen there. And no, everything's looking good. And let's go for, what should we do here? In Spoleto, let's go for agriculture. Okay. And in Genoa, next time I'll go for safe port after the land ownership. Okay. Sorry, I missed my chat keeps skipping ahead. I'm sorry. So I keep skipping over a whole bunch of chats. Where am I? Oof. DVK did Roma Surrectum. Yes, yes, indeed. But I believe he is retired from modding. Ioannis said, Gudea, you nailed it. I believe you're talking about the Greek. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've read Greek. I did classical Greek, but I also know about the modern pronunciation. So, yeah, that helps. I have family born in Greece. Athens and Thessaloniki. But I don't know modern Greek. Yasu. That's her Yasu. That's all I know. Nolze says, do you know biblical Greek? Like Koine Greek? No, I only ever did... I only ever read Herodotus and Xenophon. Where was I? Marios Katsaros says, hey man, seems you know how to read Greek. Yeah, I do. I did some Greek in college. Some ancient Greek, so Herodotus and Xenophon. That's the only stuff we read. I believe we read maybe the beginning of the book of John in Koine Greek, I believe. Okay. Marios Katsaros says Armenians are also our brothers. Well, thank you. Thank you. I hope to visit Greece sometime. Like I said, I have family from Thessaloniki and also from Athens. Okay. Where was I? Here I'm building mines. I'm recruiting. Let's recruit some more sailors. I like the sailors. Stellar says, are the EB crew still active? Well, not all of them, but what the official EB team is working on Medieval 2. EB2 for Medieval 2. Ruairi says EB was produced by secretive cabal of the world's most prestigious historian, gentlemen gamers. You know, they were kind of secretive, but I just can't remember the names or the usernames of the developers, except for I remember Foot because it's easy to remember. It's just Foot, right? Guys, let's not have nationalist talk in the chat, please. Okay? We're all friends here, okay? I didn't read the whole chat from the beginning, but please. We're all friends here. Okay, so to make peace, there is a mod that was recently updated called Ottoman Total Overhaul, which was renamed to Wind from the East, and I will be taking a look at that mod very soon, perhaps even tomorrow, because that mod also adds it adds so much more than just units to the Ottomans. It also adds a playable Persian Empire, which is pretty amazing, like an Afsharid empire. So I'm definitely excited to talk about that mod. So please, let's be nice in the chat, everybody. Jonathan says, just got here. What mod is this? This is Chivalry Total War, the medieval era mod for the original Rome Total War. I'm confusing everybody because people notice that it looks medieval, but then it's not medieval to Total War. So it's just kind of fun. Okay, which should I make here? Perhaps I'll go for the provincial trading outposts, and that'll really improve the economy. Or city barracks. You know what? I'm going to go for the city barracks because that's going to allow me to recruit city militia, and city militia are going to be so important when I go on crusade because the city militia are very good spearmen and they have a bonus fighting cavalry. So these guys are going to be really, really necessary for my fight against cavalry heavy factions in the east. So let's end the turn here. Heracles says, I'm sorry for beating a dead horse, but how many FPS are you capping at and how? I believe this mod, oh, I'm at war with the Moors. Okay, I'll accept a ceasefire with them. I'm not that interested in fighting the Moors at the moment. Heracles says, "Oh, so how many FPS am I capping at?" I think this is about 30 something, 30 to 40. Of course, Rome Original has a lot of issues running well on modern systems, and you know, I'm running the latest build of Windows 10. I always keep my Windows updated. I'm very paranoid about updates. But okay, I'm going to make a safe port in Ajaccio. And okay. Ruairi says, can't bring no city boys on crusade. Yeah. Yeah, guys, please let's be civil. Let's be civil. Jonathan Roderick says, do you know if the map can be altered in modding or is it hard-coded in Remastered? Yes, it can be altered by modding. And it seems like it might even be able to be more moddable than the original map. So, but let's see. Let's see for confirmation. I think we're going to know a little bit more in the coming weeks as well. So let's build up the agriculture in Cagliari. And yeah, we're still okay. We're working on these units. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're doing very well. Okay, these spear militia need to be retrained. I didn't notice that before. Those guys are useful, really useful for what do I want to say? For as garrisons, definitely. Okay, everyone, I'll be right back. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. So where was I in the chat here? The Armenian king says, "Hi guys, hi Gudea. Our city's going to be moddable in Total War Rome Remastered. Definitely, I don't see why not. I mean, look, cities are moddable in the original. It's going to be same sort of structure. They're going to provide mod tools for things like models and things. So I definitely think cities, battle maps, things like that are going to be moddable. Definitely. Okay, where was I here? Metin says, can we mod the cities at the map so they look like Rome 2 cities? Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I think that's definitely going to be possible. Where is it? Dusk. Dusk the Hunter says, not only he talks about the team being undermanned, but also how they won't ever port it. Yeah, so that's the thing. The team that works on Europa Barbarorum 2, you know, those modders are working with sorry, are working with you know, Medieval 2 Total War's text files and things like that. So it's going to be a totally different skill set, I'm sure, working with Total War Rome Remastered. It's going to be different. You know, Medieval 2 modding is, even though it's based on a lot of the same Rome Total War engine things, there are a lot of differences. Like, I've tried a little bit of modding myself, and it's not exactly the same. So, yeah, I see their point when they talk about that. Definitely. You know what? I'm going to make Inn and Tavern because I want to retrain my Contado militia, the Axemen, in Genoa. Milan Alexic says, is this Rome 1 or Medieval 2? This is a Chivalry, which is a medieval era mod for Rome 1. So I'm confusing everyone by playing a medieval era mod for Rome 1 instead of just Medieval 2. See you, Kurdish Nomad. It was good to have you in the chat today. Let's try to avoid 555 Rock says, opening day for baseball, go Reds. Go Giants. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot it was opening day for baseball. When is the Giants game on? Oh boy. Hello Garentius, good to see you. Sorry, I missed a whole bunch of chats before. Again. Return to tradition. Let's stop talking about nationalist stuff. Please. Okay, so Genoa. You know what? I think I should take more troops to Milan. So let's take that spear militia. Okay, so now we have a real army that's besieging Milan. So that's going to be good. Contado militia I'm going to send to Genoa to be retrained. Yeah. Those things are looking good. Wow, there's still 74 watchers on the stream. This has been quite a nice stream in that regard. Thank you, everyone, so much for the support. It really means a lot. You know, there's a lot to talk about, and I'm so glad that a lot of people are coming back to Total War since the announcement of the remaster. It's really, really cool. Oh, so I've got an AOR unit here, Genoese sailors. Genovese. They seem to be about the same as the Pisan sailors. So that's good. I like it. $555 Rock says, my Giants play Seattle at 10:10 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to watch based on the time difference. Oh, okay, okay. You know what? Let's go for it. This is going to be the biggest battle of the day, probably. Ioannis117 says, Gudea, do you play other games? Yeah, you know, I play a lot of RPGs. I like RPGs, like Knights of the Old Republic, like, what else? I want to keep these Household Knights as reserve. I play a lot of... I'm pretty good at Pokemon. If anyone would like to see a Nuzlocke, that would be cool. I'm pretty good at Mario. I like Civ quite a bit. Civ was... actually, Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun was my first strategy game. And I really like Star Wars games quite a bit. Okay, so the enemy has got a ton of troops. You know what? We're going to have to rush at him as fast as we can. We're going to bring the missile units. I'm going to turn the missile units around. And I'm going to get my knights to charge at their right flank here. Sorry, I'm this battle is going to take my full focus. I'm not looking at the chat right now. Okay, so I think I'll be able to rout these Slavic warband guys. These guys are really not good. They got a couple of my knights, unfortunately. But hopefully we can get him to rout here. Okay, I'm going to keep my household knights here to support the missile unit in case enemy knights come to fight them. Okay, they've got some Slavic raider cavalry coming. Okay, they've surrounded my household knights. We got him, we got him. Okay. Okay, we were really crushing him here. So that's good to see. You know, this infantry I'm gonna reform. Okay. Oh, I see super chat. Thank you, Rakunis, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Okay. The Slavic raiders have come back. I want to make sure I do better in this stream than I did in the last stream. Okay, our peasant sailors are fighting hard. Very good. Where's our faction leader? Okay, he's all the way over there. Let's bring him back here. Okay, we got those guys to rout. Very nice. Okay, guys, I'm looking back at the chat, and yeah, it seems like I'm gonna have to get a moderator at some point. Unfortunately, things have just gotten too big for me to manage, and I actually don't know how to manage this at the moment. So please, everyone, try to be nice in the chat, because I'm trying to win here. Okay, our household knights are doing well. Chase them off the field. Yeah, please chase them off the field. I don't want those guys to come back. And the faction leader, I want him to come back here. Okay, you know what, infantry? I want you to form up. Form up quickly. Peasant sailors. I'm going to have you form up in the forest there. Because you're out of ammunition. Ioannis 117 says, what inspired you to start YouTube? Well, that's a good question. I felt like a lot of the coverage for Total War was kind of avoiding the history aspect, And because that's my favorite part of Total War, the history, right? I wanted to talk about it more. I wanted to bring it out there. I wanted to, you know, I'm a historian. I really like history, and I learned a lot of history from Total War. Or I was inspired to learn a lot of history from Total War, and I feel like it's a great series, and it's great for teaching a lot of people about history that maybe they wouldn't be interested in otherwise. And yeah, other than that, I don't know how to explain why I decided to start YouTube. I hope my explanation makes sense. I like talking about history, and I think Total War was a great vehicle for me to do that. Ruaidi says, if you could have a mod in any setting for the new remaster, what would you pick? Well, I definitely, the first mods I want to see are realistic mods for the vanilla game. So mods that really improve the historicity of the game. So, you know, mods that really fix things like, you know, for example, in vanilla Rome Total War, the Greek cities control like Syracuse and Pergamum, and they're all one faction. That should be changed because that's just strange. Parthia controls a territory north of the Caspian Sea and a territory south of the Caspian Sea. That should be altered. What else? Armenia controls Kolkis, right? So just basic. Oh, the capital of Armenia is Artaxata, which was founded. Okay, my knights are running, so let's. You know, let's get them to chase that Slavic warband over there. Whereas the Armenian capital should be Armavir, because Artaxata was founded in the 180s BC, which is, you know, 100 years after the start date. The enemy city militia is not routing there, so let's go get them. Our Pisan sailors are fighting bravely, but they need some support. Okay, the second enemy army is coming. Okay. Charge at this city militia. Okay, those guys are routing. Very good. Charge at the Contado militia. Now, infantry. Set up. Pisan sailors. Again, set up on the right here. Since you're out of ammo, you're going to have to fight as infantry. Okay. Okay, knights, go fight them. Italian city militia, fight the Contado militia. And other militia over here. Move over there, okay. Now our knights are definitely in a little bit of trouble here. Pisan sailors. Move in, crossbowmen. They're out of ammo too. Okay. Sorry, I have not been looking at the chat here. Oh, did I not answer that question? I guess the era I'd like to see is, you know, the first non-Roman era I'd like to see is definitely medieval. I'd like to see medieval era mod for Rome Total War Remaster. Because the medieval era mods for Rome 2 and for, what's the other one? Attila as well. They have issues for me, like they can't, or they have not yet, been able to change the position of cities on the map. And it really bothers me, it really bothers me. This battle is really tough. But you know what? We're not doing badly. Okay, yeah, this city militia is in trouble. I've got to get my cavalry to do something here. Household knights, clear out those archers. Other household knights, charge the city militia. Okay, move back, move back. Okay, the enemy household knights are retreating there. Okay, okay. Now, household knights. Charge the city militia from the back here. If we can get these guys to rout, I think it'll cause a chain rout. Okay, pretty decent charge. Let's charge again. Okay. Who else is here? Okay, we got those guys to rout. Very nice. Charge the city militia again. Okay, not bad, but not great. Set up our cavalry there. Okay. Let's try to pull off a charge on their other flank here. Maybe they'll rout. Okay, Prince, get out of there, please. Did the enemy general run away? No, he's over there. Crossbowman. Get him, he's hiding behind that tree. Okay, you household knights. Hit that general. Okay, we got their general. Hopefully that causes a rout. Yes. Very nice. We've done it. Okay, so yeah, this battle, I believe, is over. Heroic victory. Definitely nicer than that battle last time, where we lost our army near Tripoli. So let's take Milan. Awesome. Now Milan is ours. So let's upgrade. Oh, Milan has a port too. Okay, looks like it's near Verona over there. Okay. Very nice. So let's I need to make this wharf so that I can make more ships. So let's wait for the city barracks to be created. And then we'll go for a crusade here. Okay. New household member. Yeah, he seems okay. Okay, let me check the chat. Danny Mock says, or Kaiser says, how do you feel about unit ethnic diversity? Only problem I see is when a unit from a specific region might not match well. Yeah, it depends. And then that can be turned off. So I'm not worried about that. And I'm sure mods will be able to find good ways to utilize that feature. So I'm not worried about that. Oh, elite Italian militia. They have a slightly better no, they're about the same. They're a little better. Okay. Interesting. I believe the city rights, churches and monasteries. What building gives the elite Italian militia? The toll road in Milan. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, let's go for the land ownership, and then we will construct inn and tavern and buildings of that nature. But now we've got to get a lot of these guys out of Milan, and they've got to retrain. So the spear militia, okay, spear militia, contado militia, Pisan, sailors, city militia here. Okay, these guys I'm going to send to Pisa for retraining. Okay, I'm going to be able to retrain the city militia in just one turn. I really wish I could train something in one turn right now. So I'm going to go for the wharf next. And in Ajaccio, I guess I want to go for roads. And then in Cagliari, I'll go for yeah, no, they're working on a lot of stuff there. So let's end the turn. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm having trouble figuring out what I need to recruit just the basic crossbowmen, because I can recruit Italian crossbowmen, which are better, but I can't recruit the regular crossbowmen. I'm just not sure which building gives me that option. You know what? I think it's going to be inn and tavern, or the one after inn and tavern. So if we go and check, no, this one doesn't. No, that's not it. Tower gives me black knights. No. Oh boy, I have to interesting. I don't know how to retrain my crossbowmen. But in any case, that's okay. That's okay. So I can't build ships just yet. I'm going to train as many Genoese sailors as I can. And then I'm going to train as many Italian city militia as I can as well, until I can make ships and get a crusading army ready. So let's make some elite militia as well. Okay. So in Genoa, I guess I'll go for control posts and then maybe agriculture. Oh, and I can also retrain the Contado militia, which is good. Okay. So we've constructed quite a few things here. So you know what? Let's go for the port in Milan, because I don't want Milan to not have a port, if it can have one. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the stream in about 5 minutes, unfortunately. I'm just super busy tomorrow, so I got to get some rest. But let's try to get everything ready for a crusade next time. Today we had a very good discussion about Rome Total War Remastered. And I realized I do need a moderator for the stream. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Now, Spoleto, my economy is doing great. This is great. I'm super happy about that. Okay, so this Contado militia should go to Genoa for retraining. There we go. And yeah, Pisa. Okay, let's go for two Italian crossbowmen. And let's get some more militia trained in Milan. The elite militia. And I think we're going to have an interesting army ready. Once I have my fleet prepared. So city militia, Pisan sailors, Ettore Morosini. Oh, did I send them on the ship? Yeah, I did. It's okay. Okay, so I've got a good amount of archers. I'll have some crossbowmen join them. The Genoese sailors, I want you guys to join us as well. Okay, how about these crossbowmen too? I can't retrain them anyway. And then the household knights. Okay, now what can I do? I'm going to have two crossbowmen get trained, and that's going to be that. This is going to be my army. So I've got Pisan sailors, a lot of elite militia, good archers, some knights. I think this is going to be good. This is going to be better than last time. Kaiser says, so you'll have to play Armenia first when you get your hands on the remaster. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Okay. So everything is looking good here. I just have to get that harbor protection and wharf building. And then hopefully the Holy Roman Empire doesn't attack me while I go on crusade here. But on the bright side, I'm having really good economic growth. Okay. So in Cagliari, let's go for the... Oh, I can make Sardi mercenaries. This is like Sardinian mercenaries. That's cool. They have pretty high missile attack too. So you know what? I'll make an inn and tavern in Cagliari. And Milan's going to have its port done next turn, which is very nice. What else? What else? What else? Things are looking good on this front too. More Genoese sailors. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay. One turn for the harbor protection and wharf. Let's send that Italian crossbowman to the navy. The other one now, there we go. Now we got a full navy, and we can fill up our galley fleet. Let's recruit more Genoese sailors. And in Spoleto, let's make a mercenary camp. And let's recruit some... Oh, Contado militia takes 0 turns. Wow. That's nice. Let's make a couple of Contado militiamen. And in Milan, let's go for Inn and Tavern. I think we're going to get some unique units in Milan as well. So I'm excited for that. Let's recruit... You know what? I need some mercenary knights. So let's do that. Let's keep it going. Okay. So just a couple more turns and my fleet's going to be ready to go. So what should we construct in Pisa? How about Inn and Tavern? And Genoa's going to be done with agriculture soon. Cagliari is done with the Inn and Tavern. Very nice. So let's go for the mineral mines in Cagliari. Okay. Now, let's save here quickly. Pisa stream. Okay, so things are looking pretty good. So everyone, just give me just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Yes, let me check the chat here. You could say it was a pizza cake. Yeah. Kaiser says, better not fight the HRE. No, I wouldn't even think of it. So I'm going to take this fleet and let's go on crusade here. Okay. So Cagliari's looking good. Everything's looking good. Okay. Crow Berserker says, are you still in Armenia? Yes, I'm streaming live from Armenia. The Republic of Armenia. Okay, construction report. Everything looks good. And yes, someone in the chat noted that Chivalry has very good art direction, and I agree. I really like the art style in Chivalry. I like it more than the style in Medieval 2, just personally. So let's go for let's go for a smith in Milan. And we'll do the smith in Pisa as well. And you know, let's do a smith in Genoa too. Which we build in Corsica. Let's go for control posts. That does give a bonus to tax income. And what should we recruit? Nothing really to recruit here. Okay. I don't like this. Did I lose my army? Where's my navy? I don't like this. Yep, I lost the army, so that's why I saved before going on the crusade. Oops. Did I actually accidentally destroy my save? I destroyed the save. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, April Fools, we're not going on crusade. I just lost my army. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, in any case, that's going to be it for the stream today. I hope you all had a lot of fun. It was fun for me too. Next time for the stream, I'll have a moderator. Okay? Okay, everyone. That was super fun. Again, keep watching the channel. Keep your eye on the channel because I'll have updates on Rome Total War Remastered. And I'll see you guys in the next video.